Good morning, dear students. How are you all? This is the math session. I am teacher Selma, the mathematics teacher. Our session today will be a revision about how can you describe the value of a digit. To describe the digits of any number, you need a model. So which model I will use to describe the digits here? You remember those models, right? We named this model base 10 blocks. Base 10 blocks. So this in this model here, I depend on this little cube, this small cube to describe the value of a digit. So the ones digit here, the ones digit, to describe it, I use the cube or the small cube. This is small cube. This small cube describe the ones digit. Okay? Now, what about the tens digit? The tens digit here is describing by using long. This is a long. Okay? Now, look at the long here. The long, one long consists of 10, 10 small cube, right? So this cube, to make one long, I need 10 little cube or small cubes to make one long. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you remember yesterday I told you that the tenth digit, okay, if I want to move from the ones to the tens, I multiply with 10. That's right. That's why, because tenth digit consists of 10 ones, 10 small cubes. Now, what about the hundreds? If I want to describe the hundredth digit or the value of the hundredth digit, I use flat. Each flat here, each flat consists of 10 longs, right? Look at this flat. This is one long, okay? And this is another one. This is another long, okay? Now, look at this. This is another long, okay? So to make one flat, I need 10 longs, right? I need 10 longs to make one flat. That's why yesterday I told you that if I want to move from the 10th digit to the 100th digit, I have to multiply the number with 10. Okay? I have to multiply the number by 10. Multiplication here means I have to repeat the long 10 times. Okay? So this is how you describe the digits. So the ones, I describe the ones or the value of the ones digit by cube. This is small cube. And the tens by long. And the hundreds by flat. Okay? Memorize this. Now, look at this. I will erase the handwriting. Okay? Now, look at this number. This number, 235. 235. If I want to describe the value of the digits of this number by using the base 10 blocks, I want to use the base 10 blocks here to describe the value of the digits. So we will start with the ones. All the time you have to start from the lowest digit. Okay? Now I have 5 ones here. Five in the ones. That's mean I will describe it by small cubes, right? But how many cube here? How many? Yes, of course, 5 cubes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's mean I have 5 ones. Okay? Now let's move to the tenth digit. Okay? I have in the tenth digit 3 and 2. Describe the tenth digit. I will use long. So how many long here I will use to describe this number? Yes, 1, 2, and 3. That's right. That's mean I have 3 tens. Okay? Now, what about the hundreds? I have 2 in the hundreds, and to describe the hundreds, I will use flat. So I have 1 and 2 flats. Okay? So I have 200s. This is how you will describe any number by using the base 10 blocks. Okay? Now let's move to this exercise. And he told me that you have to write the number that represent the blocks. Okay? Now this is reverse. He will give me the blocks and I have to know the number. Okay? This is the exercise here. Okay? So he told me that the little cube here means the ones digit, and the long here means the tenth digit, and the flat means the hundredth digit. So we will start from this exercise, the first one. Okay, now let's see. I have here starting all the time. You have to start from the lowest digit. Okay, the lowest digit means the ones. Okay, the ones digit means I will start from the small cubes. Okay, this is the small cubes here, the blue cubes here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 cubes. That's mean I have 4 in the ones. That's right. That's mean this is 4. Okay. Now, what about the longs here? 1, 2, 3, 3 longs. That means I have 3 in the tenth digit. Okay. Also, what about the flats? I have 2 flats. That means this is 2 in the hundreds. 200s. Okay. So I will put 2. Okay. So the number is 234. That's right. Now, exercise number 1. Starting from the lowest digit. 1, 2, 3 small cubes. That means 3 in the ones digit. So it will be 3. Okay. Now, what about the longs? 1, 2. 2 longs. That means I have 2 tens. That's right. 2 in the tenth digit. Okay. Now, what about the flats? 1, 2, 3 flats. That means 3 in the hundreds. 300s. So it will be 3. So the number will be 323. Now exercise number 2. 1 starting from the small cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 small cubes. Okay, so I have 6 ones. Okay, so it will be 6 in the ones digit. Now, what about the longs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 longs. That means 6. What? 6 tenths. That's right. So it will be 6. And 1 flat only. That means 100. So it will be 1 in the hundredth digit. Okay. So the number will be 100. And sorry about my handwriting here. Okay. It will be 160. 66. Okay, this is the number. Okay, now number 3, exercise number 3, starting from the smallest cubes, small cubes. 1, 2, 2 small cubes, that's mean 2 ones. Okay, 2 in the ones. Now what about the longs? 1, 2, 3, 4 longs, this mean 4 tens. That's mean 4 here. And what about the flats? 1, 2, 2 flats, that's mean 200s. So the number will be 242. So this is the exercise. Okay, now another exercise. I will erase the numbers here. Okay, now look at this exercise. He told me that you have to here write the number of hundreds, the number of tens, and the number of ones. Okay, now starting from the hundreds here, you know that all the time I will start from the ones. Okay, but here there is no ones, so I can choose any number here from 0 to the 9. Okay, so this is very important. Here there is no small cubes, so what I have to do, you can here draw any number of cubes. Okay, you can choose any number of cubes, but the number will be between 0 and 9 because this is the numbers of the ones. Okay, so maybe I will choose to draw like this, 1 and 2. So I will choose only 2 small cubes. This mean will be 2 in the ones digit. So it will be 2. I choose this. You can choose any number. Okay. Now what about the tens? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 longs. That means 6 tens. Okay. So this is the 6. And the hundreds, 1, 2 flats. That means 200s. Okay. Now let's see the other here, the other question. This is very important. Okay, I want you to focus on this very well. Compare between the value of underlined digit. Okay, compare between the value of underlined digit. The two numbers here, 220. So I want to compare here between the 2 in the hundredth digit and the 2 in the tenth digit. Okay, you remember I told you that if I want to move from the tenth digit, if you have this in the tenth digit, okay, and I want to move to the hundreds, what I have to do? Okay, this is the hundreds. Okay, if I want to move from the 10th digit to the 100th digit, I told you yesterday that to move between those two digits, you have to multiply by 10. So which digit or which 2 is the bigger number or the biggest 2? Okay, of course, the 2 in the hundreds, right? Because hundreds bigger than the tens by what? By 10 times. Why? Because if I want to move from the tens to the hundreds, I have to multiply the number by 10. That's mean the hundreds or the 2 in the hundreds bigger than the 2 in the tenth digit by 10 times. Okay, so this is the idea here in this question. You have to know which 2 is the bigger and how many times. Okay, so if I want to solve this, I will set the value of 2 in hundreds okay, is what? This is a missing a missing word here, times the value of 2 in missing word also. So the value of 2 in the hundredths digit is 10 times, 10 times the value of 2 in tenth digit. Okay? This is how you will know which digit is the bigger number. Okay? Now, this is our revision today, and this is your homework. Okay? I will leave this homework in electronic homework part to solve it. You have to know the number here. Okay? You have to know the number according to the base 10 blocks. So very easy, I think. And I will, okay, just 1 minute. Okay, I will leave this video in YouTube link box. Okay, I want you to watch this video on YouTube. This is more explanation about base 10 blocks. Very important to understand, okay, this base 10 blocks. Okay, so thank you, everyone.